What's going on, team? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys live with another YouTube video. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys exactly what my top ATM business mistakes were in 2019 all the way leading up to 2020. Now, if you guys haven't already, definitely make sure and go like this video. Make sure and go subscribe. Your boy is gaining anywhere from 10 to 30 subscribers every single day on the day. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that are new here to this channel. So definitely drop in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys would like to see in future videos, because that helps me as a content creator for you guys to absolutely go out there and dominate it. Now, thank you for subscribing, first of all. And second of all, thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. That truly tremendously helps me. Diving into what my actual biggest mistakes were for my ATM business. Number one, are you ready for this? Make sure you have pen and paper. Number one was when I got a call from my business partner, Austin, that said, hey man, we need to purchase an ATM. We're gonna get into the ATM business. When I got a call from him with that, I picked up the phone and I literally Googled, where can I buy an ATM, which I'm sure probably majority of you have actually done that. And I Googled it, and Google SEO is a beautiful thing. And the top one that came up happened to be the most expensive one, right? So I clicked on the link, and first of all, it was a terrible website. I'm not even gonna say names or drop names in here for you guys. I searched for an ATM. I eventually got on the phone with somebody. Obviously this ATM company, which mind you have it, ladies and gentlemen, most ATM companies are only built of a couple of employees, even mass large ones. Just because the ATM business is so old, they are only built up of a couple of employees. And I actually spoke to one of the partners in this business, and I said, listen, I need an ATM. I don't know really anything about the ATM business. Obviously he knew that, considering my questions. And I did no research prior to buying an ATM, which I'm the type of person that just ready, fires, aims, right? And I said, I need to buy an ATM. He said, absolutely, Austin, I'm just gonna go ahead and send you over these documents. And so he sent me over these documents. I read through these documents. I thought it was completely normal. I thought it was completely average to be able to be charged 25% of my surcharge. I thought it was completely normal to pay almost $3,000 for an ATM machine when you can get an ATM machine for close to 2,500 bucks. Shipped, programmed, the whole nine, ladies and gentlemen. So I know there's a couple of you on my channel that are like, yo, Austin, bro, like you can get an ATM for $23.95. And it's like, listen, bro, shipped, programmed, like just pay the $24.95, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Let's make it happen. So I paid almost $3,000. I paid $3,000 for an ATM machine, where the guy was taking a 10-cent fee every single transaction, as well as 25% of the surcharge. So just to kind of do some basic simple math so you guys can feel what I felt when I found out that this guy was essentially, not screwing me over. I don't want to say that, but he was definitely making some money off of me, taking advantage, right? And don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of times in my personal business where I do take 25% of the surcharge from our clients, which isn't too often, but I just want to make it a point. Like everybody's paying for a service. Everybody's paying for the cards to be read inside your ATM. Most people get it all, completely backwards and think that, 100% profit to them is what they expect. And that's semi-fishy depending on who it is that you're working with, because nobody gets into business to be in there for free, right? So to give you an idea of what I was paying in surcharges in fees was my surcharge. And again, this goes back to another one of my mistakes. And my number two mistake, I'm gonna kind of jump around here, so hopefully you guys are staying with me. My number two mistake was actually keeping my surcharge at an extremely low rate. So I had my surcharge. What I had thought, I wanted to beat everybody out there. I wanted to demolish other ATMs. If the bank charged $4, I wanted to charge $2, right? So one of my biggest mistakes inside our business is having the surcharge. So just doing the math for you guys here, my surcharge was $2 for one of our first ATM machines. Of that $2, 25% of it actually went to this company that I bought the ATM from, times 25%. So 50 cents. So I now am profiting $1.50. $1.50 then is what my personal profit is going to be. And because I'm paying this company 50 cents, they charge me an extra 10 cents on top of that. So minus 10 cents. Now my profit is $1.40. And now that was out without getting a location or landing a location. location. So one of my biggest mistakes is having a surcharge at a very minimum, trying to beat other competition, when in all reality, all ATMs are just convenience. People don't pay for anything other than time, right? Does that make sense? So, you know, I overpaid for an ATM. I got locked down into a 24-month contract where I could only do processing with this particular ATM company. If not, there could be potential legal issues. And moving forward from that, you know, I was only making $1.40 a transaction. But listen here, that was one of my issues. My number two was not making enough profit, not having my surcharge be what it actually standardly should be. And so instead of profiting $1.40, I gave the business owner 50 cents, where now every single transaction, I was only profiting 90 cents a transaction. Now, if you guys just do the math, you know, you don't gotta be the smartest human being in the entire world. Just do $3,000 and divide that by 0.90, right? That would take me 3,333 transactions in order to make my money back on just my ATM. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not a profitable business, right? So, you know, number one was ordering an ATM from the wrong company. Number two was having my surcharge not actually meet standards, at least a minimum of $3 to $4, right? Again, people are paying for fees, they're paying for the convenience, they're paying for the amenity of the ATM. If an apartment has a nicer gym than most other businesses or most other apartments, what does that apartment do? They charge more money, right? And then number three for you guys, number three was actually one of my biggest downsides in my business. And this is something I had to go back and fix, probably with close to around 30 to 40 contracts that I already had installed ATMs in. And that was too big of splits. Now, I'll kind of elaborate for you guys what exactly that means. So when you place an ATM, you know, you always have the negotiating power to potentially pay that business or pay that business owner or pay the store owner of that shop or that barber shop or that salon or of that convenience store. You know, you have the opportunity, the option to pay for or give them a percentage of that surcharge profits. Now, when we are at the beginning of the business, one of my biggest downsides is obviously one, behind, you know, not ordering the ATMs from the right company, and number two, not charging enough per surcharge and actually having a standard surcharge. My third one was giving too many splits, giving too much splits. Also, what does that mean? Meaning I would negotiate with the business owner just to land the location, just to land the business, just so I could put my ATM inside their business. I would give the person almost anything that they wanted in terms of profit. Now, obviously, you guys can understand that's not a profitable business. I did not get into this business of risk in the ATM business to be able to not make money. Most people in business, guess what their goal is? It is to be profitable. And that's exactly what I was not doing early on in my career. So, too big of splits. Now, what do I recommend when it comes to splits, Austin? What is that number that you should pay that bar or that business owner, or that barbershop owner? Truthfully, ladies and gentlemen, it all just depends. It depends on your guys' relationship. It depends on what it is that your goal is with the shop. It depends on your customer service. To be truthfully transparent with a lot of you and a lot of, honestly, barbershop owners, a lot of salon owners, and a lot of other individuals that we personally have ATMs inside of, they actually watch my videos. Being transparent with people, we don't pay a lot of our customers to have our ATM inside their shop. Now, why? Again, it goes back to the reference of a gym is an amenity at an apartment complex. An ATM inside that person's barbershop or inside that person's strip club or inside that person's bar is an amenity. It's not a must-have, but it is social credibility in terms of a business's whole when it has an ATM, allowing their customers to have that convenience of that ATM machine. So my standard pay is what I actually give when it comes down to it. Again, majority of my clients, they don't make anything. They're just happy we provide a good service. They're happy they got a free ATM sitting there. They're happy they don't gotta worry about it. They're happy they don't gotta load the machine. They're happy they don't gotta worry about it. Their customers are happy that they have it. The convenience of the customers are excited. But worst case, when I'm in a negotiating factor, I say, hey, we will give you 50 cents a transaction. That way it's performance-based. That way if the ATM does good, you do good. If I do good, you do good. I give them 50 cents at max, ladies and gentlemen. If they want $1, I don't give them $1. Because again, I didn't get into this business for free. I got into this business to make money. A majority of you are gonna get into this business to make money too. My only leeway was giving them $1 or 50 cents a transaction in order for me to at least have, for them to at least have some financial benefit inside this ATM business. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys got value from this video. I'm telling you guys, if you guys haven't already, make sure and go like this video. Make sure and go subscribe to your boy. If you watch this video to the complete end, I am proud of you. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I wanna hop on a call with you guys for at least 5 minutes, introduce myself, introduce yourself, and whatever question I could answer for you guys inside the ATM business, I would absolutely love to do so. So make sure and go screenshot this that you guys have watched this entire way, as well as shoot me a DM on Instagram. And again, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Each of us is one of us is all of us, and we're all gonna go crush this dang thing. We'll see you guys in future videos.